You know that it's fun to go out, except I never leave my house. I'm either at work or home, and it seems kind of pathetic just drinking alone. So if you got nothing going on, have some drinks with Ron.
Yeah, so the Eagle Rare is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Warm. I wonder what the
This would run better with ice.
Bulleit would taste like.
Hello and welcome to Drinks with Ron. I'm Ron, and this is about to be my drink. The Bulleit Bourbon Frontier Whiskey, which, quite frankly, I'm going to have to defer to Dan on this. My third ever guest on the show. Dan's brought some Bulleit, and you know a lot more about this stuff than I do, so...
Well, I know some stuff, but I mean, I know it tastes good, that's for sure.
Well, that is the main thing. So it's Kentucky, 90 proof. I know it's good. Well, that's sweet.
It is a sweet bourbon.
I do like a sweet bourbon.
Keep this one around. I kind of compare it.
Cube in there. Which one you want?
I'll take the one with the cube.
Alright.
I mean, I do like this whiskey a lot because it's got that really sweet taste to it.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot sweeter than most.
And the proper alcohol smelling technique is with the nose with the mouth open.
Oh, okay.
You're supposed to leave this so you're not just burning your nose hairs off. You're supposed to let it breathe through the bottom.
Smart.
Then it's not overpowering. You pick up more of the subtle stuff in there.
Yeah, this is definitely more flowery than the warm Eagle Rare.
Yeah, Eagle Rare. You know what? We might have to.
Yeah, it's got an appley taste to it, appley smell.
We might have to do a follow up and and try some chilled.
Here you go.
All right, the Bulleit Bourbon.
Yeah, I don't drink this straight often. I usually drink it with Coke. But
I like
it's
it.
one of the easiest whiskeys I've ever been able to drink like this.
I like it. I definitely.
I almost kind of like water.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, that's you give a little. Well, you're supposed to. You're supposed to mix it with water. But
right.
that's
and
what I'm figuring.
Ice did melt
That's what I'm saying. If you're going to mix it with water,
oh, that was really perfect.
make the water be ice. But of course, the ice is the key. We were talking about this earlier. I've got some good ice in my freezer, drinking ice I call it. It's from a place that's got 3 giant filters on their water line. Ice is perfect.
Really?
Yeah.
Where is this at?
Subway.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Best ice there is. Subway's water, all clean. They every year. Every store gets brand new line filters. So the ice is primo. The machine is clean.
filtered.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, and so it's good drinking ice. Like if you go to a bar, I remember when I went to a place and got a Crown Royal, and tasted. It might as well have been Kessler's. It tasted like ass, and I looked at the guy I was with and said, "There's no way." It's like, I know it's Crown. I saw it come out of the bottle. I'm sure they didn't switch it.
Yeah,
but
it's either dirty glass or it's the ice.
it was the ice.
Totally.
It was totally the ice. I mean, that melted in there, and that's all you taste. So I mean, bad ice fouls up a good drink, and so we got some good clean ice there, and you taste the bourbon. It's like if you gotta mix
my
it.
friends, is perfection. That's sophisticated, I think. And
It's a tasty
I really
shot.
appreciate that.
I mean,
That's
if you're
cool.
gonna drink your liquor and you enjoy it, that's the idea. I went through the whole drunken college kid stage and swilled tons of beer out of massive cups and covered myself in beer. Oh, there's nights I've thrown up more than most people drank that night, and I went through all that, but now it's like I enjoy my liquor, and my beers, and I don't need to drink a ton of them. Quality and limited quantity.
So,
and,
can I ask you a question? Didn't you have like something where you wanted to find the cheapest whiskeys that tasted the best? What was your limit again? Was it $20?
It was under 20 for a 1 liter. Or 750.
1 liter, okay.
Yeah, I mean even a 750. So basically, my cutoff was Jim Beam. So Jim Beam is like $18 for a 750.
It's not bad as a
something
shot whiskey either.
No, it's a good standard bourbon. I mean, it's a good bourbon. So I was looking to shoot below Jim Beam. Where would you get under that $18 a 750? What stacks up and what's still good? And that was our champion. The benchmark, old number 8.
Appropriate name.
Yeah, that's what Jim said too.
That's really good marketing. Actually, it's
yeah. So you noticed, like you were saying earlier, with the fonts, they all kind of go in with the Jack Daniels mimic.
Totally like Jack Daniels.
Because Jack Daniels is like the standard bar drink, not a bourbon, a whiskey, because the charcoal filtration, they mellow it and drip it through vats of charcoal burned from their oak barrels.
Process is pretty.
It is cool,
pretty
and
crazy
you
how
definitely taste the charcoal in Jack.
So it starts out white though. It's a white liquor, right?
Well, it's still barreled and everything like a normal bourbon, but they add that extra step that precludes it from being a bourbon because they modify it. They don't just straight up.
So who does that?
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
Big vat of they get a huge vat of charcoal from their barrels. They start a big fire with Jack Daniels as the fluid and burn that shit down.
That's awesome.
Take the big vats of charcoal and they drip just gallons and just slow drip through this bottom through a charcoal, filters shit out, mellows it out. Totally taste the charcoal in Jack. So that's a Jack's signature flavor. But so that's what precludes it from being a bourbon. But it's its own thing. It doesn't need to be a bourbon.
I have to try it again. I usually don't drink Jack Daniels too often, but
I try not to.
Yeah.
Jack will make you lose your pants and feel good too.
Southern Comfort is like the worst.
Yeah, Southern. I don't drink Southern no more.
What is that even?
I don't know.
Not really
it's not
a
whiskey. No, it's almost some kind of like modified liqueur almost. I don't know. It's sweet. It's syrupy. It's
like brandy almost.
Brandy is a distilled wine essentially.
I like brandy better than I do Southern Comfort. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't like Southern syrupy and sweet. And
I've puked up blood with that stuff. Can I divert you? Is that okay? I'm wondering. So the Eagle Rare is a bourbon.
Yeah, 10 year.
And that's a 750.
750. Yep. How much is Bulleit for a 750?
It's like 22.
Okay.
$22. You were around there.
Eagle Rare is 24. I'm somewhere in that range.
I'm very curious to try that and not warm.
Yeah.
Could we do that?
Let's do that.
All right. Another thing I like about certain whiskeys is like certain ones I can drink and I can feel okay. Other ones I don't feel so okay. Like with Maker's Mark, actually, I like the taste of it, but if I drink too much of it, I just
beat you down.
I feel like I'm hallucinating.
Looks like about 2 shots, eh? Or a little more than 2 shots. Well, we're in Wisconsin. Got the drinking sweater on the bottle. So this is the I have to bring that up front. This is the 10-year single barrel Eagle Rare. Just left some drippings. And yeah, it's one of my favorites. So of course each bottle is going to be different because it's single barrel. Like a lot of these places will mix, different areas of the warehouse and different times of year, different temperatures and humidities in the warehouse, and they'll mix them together and get more of an even product. That's why I like to get a single barrel. Then you really find out what each individual barrel itself was like.
So it's more like poetry or something.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't
Maybe
want.
that's cheesy to say. But
It's like I understand that they want the uniformity with the brand, but I like when the brand is the individual barrel, and
it's unique to itself.
yeah, no two bottles will be exactly alike.
Yeah, but they have a.
Although many of them very similar.
So